Hey, it's Mindy with Astrology by Love, here today for Libra Sun and Libra Rising's horoscope for the Capricorn lunar cycle. So we will be starting at the new moon on January 18th, the Capricorn new moon, and going until February 17th, the Aquarius new moon eclipse. I appreciate you hanging out with me today, Libra. Please like and subscribe. I've got some cool links down below. Check those out. Please share these videos with anyone you know who may want to live their lives more in line and in sync with the universal timing. And let's go ahead and get started. So this new moon on January 18th, Libra, is in your fourth house. This is home. This is family. This is upbringing. There's going to be some sort of shift or new start. Something different is going to be happening around home and family. And this is something you're going to be passionate about. So the planets Mercury and Mars are there with this new moon. When Mercury and Mars are there, this is fast speaking, fast thinking. Best case scenario is passion. This could be aggressive words. This could be aggressive energy in the home. So be aware of that. Venus and Pluto are also nearby during this new moon. So they are in Aquarius. This is your fifth house. You are focusing on and almost obsessed with having fun with those kiddos and spending time doing your passion projects and whatever creative projects makes you happy. Lean into that, Libra. This new moon is also making a sextile to the Saturn and Neptune conjunction. Saturn and Neptune have been in your sixth house. So this is contradictory energy. Neptune is causing an easier flow of things, a softer side, while Saturn is requiring structure, tests, difficulties. And so these two energies have been in your house of health and daily routines. And this new moon is triggering that energy. Also, the planet Uranus, the planet of chaos, the planet of destruction. Uranus has been in your eighth house, the house of secrets. This is income you share with your partner. This is lovemaking. This is addictions. This is the stuff you don't necessarily want to air out in public. And this new moon is triggering this energy. So there's some kind of chaos behind the scenes you're not wanting people to know about under this new moon. All those energies are taking place. Also on the 18th, Mercury conjuncts Mars. So this is that passionate thinking, that potentially aggressive words that are taking place within the family and the home. After that, Mercury sextiles Saturn. So it goes from having an aggressive moment to all of a sudden remembering rules and boundaries and standards. And then it trines Uranus. So all rules go out the window behind the scenes, of course. January 18th is due to be an interesting day, Libra. Then on the 19th, the Sun, which is in that fourth house, family and home, the Sun sextiles Neptune. So there is some sort of softness with a male family member, maybe the head of the family or someone who is in charge of the home in some way. They may be more empathetic, more helpful. That energy is there on the 19th. Also on the 19th, Venus and Pluto officially conjunct. So they come together, and that focus, that energy, that fun you are wanting to have with the kids, with those passion projects, is happening no matter what, Libra. After the Sun sextiles Neptune, it moves into Aquarius, that fifth house, those kiddos, those passion projects. This is part of your yearly routine when the Sun just shines its light on this area of your life. Take advantage of this. This is part of your yearly cycle. Also on January 19th, it is 30 days before the eclipse on February 17th. So pay attention to what goes on the 19th. If something out of the blue happens, an odd conversation, maybe an event occurs, this could be an indicator or a foreshadowing of what to expect from these eclipse energies happening on February 17th. Now, it takes weeks to months for eclipse energies to play out at times. Something can be happening on the 19th that foreshadows and lets you know what to expect from those eclipse energies that are coming. Then on the 20th, we have felt this energy building up. Saturn sextiles Uranus. So Saturn's in that 6th house. This is your daily routines, your health practices. You have been walking the line. You have had to. You have not necessarily wanted to, but you have had to follow the rules, do the right thing. And this has a forced friendly connection to Uranus in that 8th house. So something about uncontrollable situations behind the scenes that you are not wanting people to know about is causing you to have to be more structured in your daily life. Also on the 20th, Mars, which is in that 4th house still, family, home, and upbringing, the aggression, the passion triggers more of that free flow, it doesn't matter sort of energy that's going on behind the scenes, causing chaos in your life. Shortly thereafter, Mars also sextiles Saturn. So whatever this anger or passion is that's going on in the home causes chaos behind the scenes, but makes your day a lot more burdensome, a lot more structured. Then also on the 20th, Mercury, which is in that 4th house of family and home, this is communication, this is how we're thinking. Mercury sextiles Neptune in your 6th house. So there is a softer, gentler communication energy on that day as well. This is beautiful energy to use for prayer time and meditation. This may just cause you to want to turn music on and listen to music throughout the day. After Mercury sextiles Neptune, it then goes into Aquarius. So once again, Aquarius is that 5th house. These are your creative projects, those sweet, sweet kiddos. Then on January 21st, we have a Mercury cazimi. So a Mercury cazimi is when Mercury and the Sun line up in the sky. These combined energies allow the divine to sprinkle ideas of brilliance around. This is innovative thoughts. This is sudden solutions to problems. This is ideas for sudden solutions to problems. This is a fast-moving energy. It's excellent energy to meditate under, pray under, talk it out with people, process ideas. Take some time to be quiet and just listen to what your mind's doing and the thoughts bubbling to the surface. This is a fast-moving energy. It takes place from 3 a.m. to 9 p.m. on the East Coast, midnight to 6 p.m. on the West Coast. So if you can, Libra, definitely take advantage of this energy. Communicate about some things. This is in your 5th house, having to do with kiddos and those passion projects. Ideas for solutions are sure to crop up. Then on the 22nd, Mercury conjuncts Pluto. So Mercury and Pluto, this is obsessive thinking, obsessive organizing. This is in that house of kiddos and passion projects. So you're definitely enjoying yourself and trying to make time for creative fun and play. And your mind is obsessing over it on the 22nd. Then on the 23rd, Mars sextiles Neptune. So all that passion, potential rage that has been going on in the family and in the home is causing a softness, a gentleness in your daily life. You just kind of feel a little bit like you're floating through the day. Also on the 23rd, the Sun conjuncts Pluto. So this is a masculine energy, maybe a leader that is also focused on you having fun in those kiddos. You're trying to control some of the fun, some of the relationship with the kids. Always take care of those kiddos, Libra, and maintain your boundaries. Then on the 23rd, after Mars sextiles Neptune, it too moves into Aquarius. So there are now 5 planets in Aquarius, that 5th house of kiddos and creative projects. This area of your life is definitely being stimulated. Then you may or may not feel this next energy shift, but you are bound to see it, Libra. On January 26th, Neptune moves into Aries. So Aries rules your 7th house. This is the house of other people, the people you attract into your life, spouses, business partners. The people you attract in have always been naturally competitive, a little bit aggressive. They like to argue just for the sake of arguing. And with Neptune moving into Aries, there is going to be a softer side of them that you will start to see. So Neptune is going to be there for the next 13 years. I'm not saying all arguments are going away. I'm not saying they're not going to be competitive. There's just going to be a softness to the edge of them that will probably be welcomed. Then on January 27th, Mars conjuncts Pluto. So Mars, once again, it's our energy, aggression, how we go after stuff. Pluto is obsession, control, domination. When these two come together, this can very much be a signature of violence. This is taking place in your 5th house of kiddos. So Libra, take care of your children. Do not let people harm them. Do not let people manipulate and control them for their own reasons and uses. Take care of those sweet babies. Be aware of where they are and what's going on January 27th. Then on the 29th, we have a lighter energy in the area of the kiddos and the passion projects. Mercury and Venus conjunct. So this is definitely laughter, telling jokes with those sweet kids. The mind is on fun, it's on food, it's on beauty, it's on laughter. Take those kiddos out for ice cream and see who can tell the best joke. You will definitely enjoy that time. This is a fast-moving energy, but it is there on the 29th. Then on February 1st, we have the full moon in Leo. So your kids and your passion projects have been getting all this attention with all these planets there. But on February 1st, the spotlight shifts. So this full moon is in the sign of Leo. This is your 11th house, the house of your chosen friends, the people you make an effort to hang out with. Definitely go out with the girls. Go out with your friends on the 1st. It'll be fun. It'll be a little bit dramatic, a little bit theatrical, but that's what Leo does. Leo enjoys being in the spotlight, and you need time to be with your friends, Libra. Also on February 1st, pay attention to any sort of unusual things, unexpected things, events, conversations that happen. This can indicate what's going to be happening with the Virgo eclipse next month. So we will talk about that eclipse in the next horoscope video, but it is 30 days before that eclipse. So any unusual or out of the place events that are happening can be foreshadowing of those energies to expect when that eclipse comes. Then you are feeling the electricity in the air the next few days. On February 3rd, Uranus stations. It stands still in the sky before changing directions. So this chaos that you are trying to keep behind the scenes, trying not to let people know about, it changes course. There's some sort of difference in this free-for-all, in this crazy show that you are trying to not let everybody in the world see. Uranus begins its march towards the sign of Gemini. By the end of April, Uranus will have moved out of Taurus and be gone for the next 84 years. So that'll give some relief to this area of your life that you like to keep private, that you like to keep secret. So hang in there, Libra, just a few more months. Then on February 5th, Mercury in that 5th house of playing, of creative projects, of hanging with the kiddos. Mercury has been there. You've been thinking about the kids, talking about the kids, and there is some sort of disruption in the communication with the kids and the organizing and partaking of your passion projects. This is a fast-moving energy, but that chaos behind the scenes that you're trying to keep under control is causing a disruption in communication there. It's a fast-moving energy, though. Then on February 6th, Mercury moves into Pisces. So this is your daily routines. This is health practices, going to the doctor, running errands. Mercury in your 6th house is making it easier to communicate, about what you're doing in your daily life. It's easier to communicate with doctors, with the people that you interact with on a daily basis to maintain your life and your routines. On February 8th, Venus squares Uranus. So Venus is in that 5th house. So you're enjoying the kiddos, you're enjoying the passion projects, but there is some sort of hiccup, some sort of pause because of all this chaos behind the scenes. This too is a short-term energy, but expect something to maybe be cut off when it comes to having fun with the kids or held back for a little bit. This is a fast-moving energy. That is on February 8th. Then on February 10th, Venus moves into Pisces. So this is that 6th house of daily routines. You may hear music just about everywhere you go. There may be laughter, fun. This is just having good food along the way. So Venus in the 6th house also makes going to the gym a little bit more fun, a little bit more enjoyable. So that energy is going to be there for the next few weeks. Enjoy that, Libra. Then we are feeling more energy shift. So the planet Saturn is moving into your 7th house. So while Neptune has recently moved in and there is a softer version of your spouse, a softer version of your business partners emerging, Saturn then is moving in to test and to try and make your partners a little bit more reserved. This is an energy that in turn also tests you because they're in your life. This energy will be there for the next 2.5 years. Saturn in the 7th house can also indicate a romantic partner coming in who has an age difference, who's older or younger. This is relationships requiring a little bit more work though, Libra. Then on February 14th, it's Valentine's Day. We do not have any planetary connections. However, I did want to mention that the moon is applying to a trine to Uranus most of the day. That is going to cause plans to be upended, rearranged. Things are not going to go the way that they are expected to go. So just roll with this energy. Do not hold your plans for Valentine's Day too tightly. Things will be late or early or just different. So roll with it. It'll still be a good day. Then on February 16th, the sun in that 5th house, that the creativity, the passion projects, and the kiddos, the sun then makes a square to Uranus. So that chaos behind the scenes strikes again. So whoever this masculine figure is in your kid's life, around your passion projects, their presence is being interrupted and causing that chaos behind the scenes again. This is a fast-moving energy. That's on the 16th. Also on the 16th, Mercury, how we speak and communicate and think, is in that 6th house of daily routines, and it is trining Jupiter. So Jupiter has been going through your 10th house. Work has been abundant. You've been doing well. There's plenty to do. You're being seen in your career as successful, and being able to easily communicate about your daily routines and your health routines is triggering this abundance, this protection, this feeling of just good energy and good vibes in your workplace, in your career. So lean into those good work vibes on the 16th. Try not to pay attention to that masculine figure causing interruptions with the kiddos. Then on February 17th, we have that eclipse in Aquarius. So there is some kind of shift or change with those sweet kiddos, with those passion projects. The sun and moon are there with this new moon eclipse. We've also got Pluto, the planet of control and obsession, in this 5th house, as well as Mars. So Mars can indicate aggression, passion. This may make it easy to get angry at those kids, to try and control them. Same with the passion projects. Maybe it's just not working out. This is energy that can take weeks to months to play out. The positive news about this eclipse is that Mercury and Venus are together in your 6th house. So running those daily routines, going to the gym, all those health issues are just a little bit more enjoyable and manageable, and that trine to Jupiter is still there. So work is abundant. Lean into that, Libra. And once again, these energies will take a few weeks to a few months to play out. Go back to January 19th. What happened on that day? That gives you some hints and some expectations. So we are at the end of this Capricorn lunar cycle horoscope. I appreciate you hanging out with me, Libra. Please like and subscribe. Check out those links down below. Share this video, and I will see you again soon.